Zel Boy Army, welcome to another video on the channel where we're looking into EA Gate, the icon scandal that has rocked the Ultimate Team community in the last week. We've got an update today. Basically, we're going to go through another article written in the Daily Mirror by a journalist called Nathan Bliss, friend of mine. He's doing a good job of trying to hold EA accountable, get more information out of EA by using his power as a journalist in a major English newspaper. So we're going to go through that article and discuss what is said in the article. There's direct quotes and statements from EA, some very interesting things. I'll have some questions for you guys that I want you to answer in the comments. I'll be interested to see what you guys say about this. But long story short, for anyone who's missed out, we've done a few videos about it already. You can go back on my channel and watch some of those if you want to catch up. But people have been buying icons over WhatsApp using things like PayPal, even Facebook Messenger from EA employee or EA employees, we don't know for sure, and being able to get Team of the Years and icon moments in their account. Obviously, this isn't a good thing based on, well, people spend thousands on FIFA points and can't even afford these. And then there's been lots of just stupid stuff that's been happening in FIFA in the last week. It feels like there's like a rogue employee trying to sabotage EA from the inside or something. So let's get into this article. So tweet here. I'd recommend you follow esports Nathan Bliss. He's the journalist. Let's get into the actual article though. So it's on the Daily Mirror. FIFA 21 black market investigation appears to show FUT icons being sold with EA. Furious. So EA saying they're furious at this. Are they furious that someone's doing this because it's bad for the community? Are they furious that they're losing money? That's what I would like to question. A Mirror football investigation. We're just going to go through the article and read through it. If you want to read it for yourself on my Twitter, make sure you follow my Twitter, by the way, to get latest updates from me. But on my Twitter, I've put a link to it. A Mirror Football investigation appears to show that FIFA Ultimate Team players are being sold for large sums of real money in the game's black market. That's what people have been kind of dubbing it. Mirror Football has also obtained an exclusive response. So later in the article, I've already read this article, we're going to get some direct quotes, response statements from EA talking about it. EA stating that they are furious and gutted about the alleged activity. EA is still calling it alleged activity. I mean, that's a bit of a joke. We know it's not alleged in the sense of it's actually happened. Last week, a number of screenshots circulated on social media appearing to show highly rated FIFA 21 Ultimate Team player items, including moments and Team of the Year items being offered in exchange for real money. EA quickly responded. So we did a video about that. Blah, blah, blah. EA duly spoke to Mirror Football on Tuesday and confirmed that the company has launched a rigorous internal investigation. So we talked about that as well. That was a separate article. They have also confirmed the results of an initial investigation which shows questionable activity. Questionable, yep. Involving a very small number of accounts. I mean, the problem with them trying to blow it off and say, oh, it's not a big deal because it's just a small number of accounts, is that the hardcore community, whilst it's a small number compared to the tens of millions that probably play FIFA or FUT, there's a very small number of Moments R9s or Moments Hullets that get released on the market. So, in the statement released on Saturday, EA said it appears that one or more EA accounts which were either compromised. I mean, that's a load of bollocks, let's be honest. EA trying to pretend now that these accounts were compromised. Really? That no one noticed it? That their accounts had been hacked and giving out free cards, but no one noticed it until the community told them? Not sure about that one. Or being used inappropriately by someone with EA. I mean, that seems the most likely explanation to me. Within EA directly entitled items to these individual accounts. When our investigation is complete, we'll take action against any employee found to have been engaged in this activity. As you'd expect, following the allegations that were raised by the FIFA community on social media last week, so basically the FIFA community were the ones who made EA aware of this, Mirror launched an investigation into this. Mirror Football can detail how pro FIFA player Matteo Riberi's represented Makers before an Italian pro. He says he was offered 2 FUT item packages, as the person told them. I'm not going to read through all this, but basically you can see in these screenshots here that he was talking to someone on Facebook Messenger, and this person was basically telling him that he can get him these cards by spending, what was it? Yeah, $600 for free untradeable ones. A lot cheaper than some of the offers I saw going around, to be fair. The person said when the payment was made via PayPal, the cards would be added to their account on a Monday. So that's something else I've heard, that it was just happening on Mondays that people were doing this. Ribera said he never made a payment and did not receive the items. Also spoke to someone called David, who did not want to reveal his last name. He was offered something similar, happened on Facebook Messenger as well. He asked for Pele, R9 and Hullet. David did transfer €600 as friends and family. He was asked to make the payment to a different individual than the person he'd been speaking to. So is there more than one person being involved in this? The guy said that it was transferred from a guy from EA. He got the cards, so it did work. So they're not scamming you. They actually are giving you what they say. We're going to go look now at the actual, statements from EA. So this is like exclusive responses to the Mirror from EA. How do you, EA, feel about the alleged activity that has been reported in the investigation? So the person responding is David Jackson, Vice President of the brand for EA Sports FIFA. It's important, first of all, to say that this is alleged activity. Okay, David, the investigation is still ongoing. We need to ensure that we offer the right level of respect, blah, blah, blah. If it proves to be something that's taken part in EA, then we feel pretty devastated. We feel gutted on behalf of our community, but we also feel pretty aggrieved that the really hard work of our teams, it's a big studio organisation here. I agree with this bit. There's a lot of great people, and I always want this to be reminded that there's a lot of fantastic individuals that work at EA. A lot of brilliant people. I've met plenty of them who are amazing people who care passionately about video games, care passionately about FIFA and making it the best game they can be. That get a lot of stick from the community, and unfairly so. So like someone like FUT Economist only got into the job because he was a passionate content creator who massively cares about the game. I see when content isn't what people expect, they at him on Twitter, complain about him publicly. That's not right. I would never slander an individual at EA. I think it's not smart to do that when you don't really know what's going on. But also, like, I know people like FUT Economist, people like that who get a lot of criticism, do passionately care about the game and want the best for the game. So I don't think you should be targeting individuals when you don't really know the full picture. Says, we feel pretty furious about this. We want the investigation to go properly. Keep saying we feel pretty furious on behalf of our players. What have we learned? How can we better serve our community? I mean, do you really care about the community? Was any of the activity reported in this investigation something that EA were aware of? Blah, blah, blah. Activity in the experience of FUT surfaces pretty quickly. We have a really active and passionate community. That's true. They tell us things pretty quickly as they arise. We also have a really active and passionate internal team who monitor the community and partner with the community on these issues. I mean, when they say they partner with the community on these issues, do they really? Do they even talk to us? I've said for a long time, EA should be, on FIFA, should be doing daily streams where they talk to the community more regularly, have a lot more correspondence and openness and transparency. That's an area I really think EA could improve from and should learn from this. I will say, give them credit, they've been given lots of responses through their direct Twitter account about this, but a lot of it's been mumbo jumbo and hasn't really meant a lot. And have they done anything to reward the community for putting up with this? No. We investigated that very rapidly when it started to surface. They've stopped discretionary content granting, yep. Blah, blah, blah. Is it a concern that the alleged activity was brought to the attention of EA by the FIFA community rather than EA's own internal process? Because they're very active, passionate, the community finds challenges within the system. Whether they're legitimate exploits in terms of the pace of a player or an overpowered item, they share that with us and we massively value them. Do you really believe EA massively value the community? I think they do. Honestly, I think they really do massively value the community. They massively value how much money you line in the pockets with every year. I really don't believe Like, for me, actions speak louder than words. And the way the community gets slapped in the face on a nearly weekly basis, daily recently, for me, EA's actions speak louder than the words. I'm not saying, like, individuals at EA will care about the community and do the best for them. And like I said, there's great people who work there. But the way the game's processes, built around FIFA points and the manipulation of trying to force you to spend more money on the game, they don't show that they care about the community. Every promo is built around packs. The objectives and free cards you can grind aren't good. So for me, if EA say they always say they want to do the best they can as a company. If they really do care about the community, they're not showing it very well. So this was one of the lines that really got me in here when it says we massively value them. Maybe they massively value that we basically catch them out on their fuck ups. I don't know, but yeah, I think the main thing that they value is how much money we give them every year and keep giving them. They act as a really passionate early warning system. I'm not going to say that EA should always find every issue in their game without, like, they might. I don't know how big the team is on FIFA, but there's no way when you release a game that's as big as FIFA that you're going to get everything right. I accept that. Same with any video game. But there's always so many bugs and ridiculous things that get through the launch that I can't accept that some of the things that get through, we're stuck with bugs, glitches in the game that are going to last till the next FIFA now. I've always said FIFA should be a yearly cycle, but yes, the community do a great job of telling EA stuff. Do they listen to the community? Not always. Do the community have to tell them more than they should? Yes. Do they massively value us? Not so sure. In future, will individuals with the ability to grant EA content be monitored more closely so this doesn't happen again? Yep. They've said, they say they don't know what's happened exactly yet. Everything that's gets granted is logged and recorded. There's exploits in any software. Yeah, I accept that. That's fair. EA said that they're trying to learn from this. Fair enough. They're going to be very valuable for us. Fair enough. And that's fine, that comment, that they can't comment too much until they know more. What are some of the positive lessons that EA can learn? The single greatest positive that can come out of this is an internal reflection on how valuable our community to us. This is just some marketing bullshit, let's be honest. Let's be honest, call a spade a spade. If that really is their single most positive, biggest positive they're taking out of this, how valuable the community is, then show us it, reward us. I'm not saying give everyone unlocked accounts for the rest of FIFA, but they really should be showing that. The fact that we ensure and maintain at all costs the spirit of fair play, as long as you spend more FIFA points, yeah. I don't think there's much fair play in FUT with the FIFA points dynamic. I can't tell you exactly how we will have to benefit from this today. Yep, fair enough. What I will tell you is we will guarantee that there is community benefit that comes from this. I'm interested to see what this community benefit is. That's what I've been talking about, that they need to be benefiting the community. They helped us in surfacing this info. Like I say, I'm going to keep talking about it and keep drumming it up as we get more updates on this until EA actually do something that does benefit the community. For me, FIFA has lots of great things about it, but there's so much more potential for it to be a better game than it is. And I really don't feel I feel, especially the hardcore community, I really feel get left behind at times. So honestly, I hope EA learn from this. I hope we get more updates. It just doesn't get forgotten about. I'm doing my best to keep you guys updated about it and hold EA accountable, but I'm only a small YouTuber. Again, I don't want to say against. I'm not against EA. Like, EA helped give me a career. When I do these videos, I try to be as reasonable and balanced and fair as I can be. I love FIFA. I love football. I want the best for the game. That's why I do these videos. I'm not doing these videos because I'm just moaning and hate the game. I wouldn't play the game for a living if I just hated the game. I would love to work with EA, be an EA game changer, and hopefully be able to make the game the best it can be. But right now, the game's not in the best state it can be, and I will do my best with what little power and influence I have to try help it be the best it can be and hold EA accountable. Yeah, that's my thoughts on this update. What do you guys think? Do you think you're valued as a community? Do you agree with the statements in this article? Again, thank you to Nathan Bliss, the journalist from the Daily Mirror, for writing this. Hopefully we get more updates from EA that actually means something, and hopefully the community does benefit long term from this and the game moves forward and we see something meaningful. Appreciate you guys' support as always. Hope you're enjoying this like almost series where I talk about this scandal. Appreciate your support. Keep it spicy.